comeback season last year. Hernandez turns on one. Left center. Leadoff home run. It's a hard ground ball up the middle. This won't be easy. Panic coming home with it. And Freeze is around the tag. Let's take speak over there at him. Belt not holding him. Hernandez runs again. Freeze reaches out, sends it in the air, right center and deep. That ball splits the gap and off the wall. David Freeze flips the script. A two-run double, and the Dodgers take the lead in the
1-2. Chris swats it to right center field. That's headed for the gap and the wall. Ebel gives the wave to Bellinger. Crawford turns and relays. The throw is late. RBI triple for Chris Taylor.
Ross Stripling makes quick work of him. Back-to-back curveballs to finish off a 9-pitch inning.
Thank you for repeating it.
Stripling gets Duggar this time. Well, he's guessing something else and watched a curve land at the knees for strike. The 3-2. Bouncing ball softly to first. That's going to do it. The Dodgers come from behind and win this game 5-3. Win this series 2-1.
David, you continue to have the pulse for the big moment. What allowed you to win that battle with Maranta?
It's a tough AB right there. Nasty stuff. Just staying composed, staying in the dirt, and just getting after it. I don't know. I just stayed grounded, got through it, and it kind of went far enough, so it helped out.
The guys ahead of you setting up the AB for you. Barnes obviously with the great at bat, and Kike with the walk after that 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, Barnes coming out of the box hot was great. You know, him getting to second base was huge for us. We just battled. Strip gave us a chance, and then the bullpen shut it down. So.
Prior to that at bat, you had only seen Maranta twice. Strikeouts in both of those ABs.
Yeah, probably.
Did you have enough of a book on him to be able to anticipate the tendency?
No, just get in there, just get in the mud, and just go to work. So.
You guys were able to go 5-2 on this homestand. Arguably, you could have gone 7-0. How would you assess the homestand?
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of moments where we could have, you know, the games that we won, we could have lost. You know, it's just, this is tough. You know, I think these teams in this league are getting better and better. The arms are getting better, and we're working hard. We're doing a good job.
Finally, for you in that first inning, you avoided the tag at home plate like a ninja. How did you do that?
Is that what that looked like? I think my fat ass finally just got around them. That's what it felt like.
Nice job, David. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It's experience. I just, you know, I thought that he's been getting on base, hasn't been getting the hits, but I just feel in a big spot, he's going to still stay in the strike zone. And Maranta's really good right-handed reliever. Have Watson getting loose right there, and David was in the game, and I just felt that, you know, looking at the at-bat that Barnes had, and the at-bat Kike had against him, JT, I just felt the right-hander, David in the game, can kind of handle that moment, and wanted to go with him.
Strip got into a lot of trouble in the fourth, but settled down after that. Ends up giving you 6 in the third. What did you notice about that tough inning, and then how was he able to correct himself?
It was obviously stressed a little bit, the homer by Duggar and the Belt homer. Then it just didn't seem like he was making pitches, but got out of that fourth inning, and then wanted to see him go out there, try to get into the fifth inning and see where it took us. And I just felt that after that fifth inning, landing his breaking ball again, change up again, had a big strikeout, I think, to Duggar maybe, and got some weak contact with the ground ball. So for him to get through the sixth inning, get into the sixth inning was huge for us.
How much do you need Kike to continue to reward the fact that he's the everyday guy now?
Well, it's one of those things that he's earning every opportunity. Obviously, the defense is one side of things, the at-bat quality, right-handed, left-handed. You know, I think that he's continuing to gain confidence, not only, you know, for me and him, but him and himself. And so these are things that a player earns, and I'm happy to see that he's doing it.
With with Austin Barnes, how much do you appreciate the continued level of production he's giving you at the bottom of the order to keep the innings going?
It's not easy hitting eighth, where the pitcher's behind you. You don't know if they're going to go after you. They're going to pitch around you. His ability to stay in the strike zone is a reason why I think it's value, and to be able to get a hit to turn the lineup over is huge. And he and Russell have 400 on base, and he's just taking really good at bats. And that Moranta bat again, really good reliever for him to stay on the breaking ball, lead us off with the double, obviously changed the game.
Dave, you could have brought Muncy in to hit for Freese. I assume Watson was lurking. What was it about Freese and the righty that you like better than maybe Max against?
I think typically I saw the right-handed bats prior. The slider didn't affect our right-handers too much tonight. He was locating the fastball at times to the right-hander. And typically for me, spin away, lefty, lefty, righty, righty, that's kind of a red flag. But I just saw the at-bats against right-handers tonight, and I just felt that David versus a fresh Watson coming in. Also, Moranta was stressed. When you get a reliever like that into the 20s, I wanted to force their hand and keep our righty in there and try to have him go deeper into the game.
You guys have hit a lot of home runs early this year, but tonight's game demonstrated you don't need the home run to necessarily come back. Is there something measurably different in what you're seeing offensively from a year ago?
I think that we've hit a lot of homers, obviously, but I think that it's a byproduct of us using the big part of the field. I think a lot of the homers that we've hit have been breaking balls in the strike zone because we're looking at staying on the fastball, and the pitcher essentially speeds up your bat, and we can elevate it to the pull side. So I think in years past we get a little bit too big and try to pull the fastball all the time, and expose it to the breaking ball. So yeah, tonight we hit the one home with Kike. Barnes almost had one. Pollock almost had one, but to hit the opposite field gap that CT did, David did, those are really good signs of good at-bat quality.
Yesterday, you just gotta let that motivate you, and you come back hungrier and go out there and get some outs. So that's what I kind of did. Go out there and try to shut the game down.
There's a couple of guys in your bullpen that have really shined so far this year. Caleb Ferguson is one of those guys. Goes on back-to-back nights. He only did that twice last year. What have you noticed about Caleb's development?
I mean, that's a good sign for him to just bounce back. Go back-to-back. That's a really good sign. It's just a good sign for the bullpen. For him to be lights out. Scotty be lights out already. Me get the job done. So right now it's just one effect of Petey bounced back the other day too with good 3 innings. So right now we just want Joe to just bounce back and Jimmy and the other guys. So if we have them going, it's going to be a really good bullpen. So I know that we have one of the best bullpen in the National League, even in the game, I feel like. So we just gotta get our confidence up and keep continuing to get outs. We're doing a great job so far. Win both series, that's a good sign. So it's a long season, and guys gonna continue to get better.
You mentioned winning this series. You guys could have easily been 7-0 on this homestand. What does that say about this group of guys?
Say a lot. I mean, these guys battle. I mean, starting with the offense, starting with Russ. Strip did a great job by giving up those 3 runs. Just bounce back and hold the game for us. And by the offense stepping up and come back from behind, and Scotty and Caleb just go out there, dominate. That's a really good sign. So I know it's a long season. Like I said, we just want the other pieces now to bounce back, and it's going to be fun.
You had the ablation procedure in November. You're heading back to Denver. You're in shape. You're in good health. How much are you looking forward to getting there?
Like I said, I'm excited. Also a little nervous in me. I mean, I'm just human. So, but I can't wait for this to be over already. Get in that plane and get my feet in Colorado, do my first workout, and feel good about it, and don't think about it no more.
On the homers, they were the same pitch, just kind of cutters, middle in that didn't get to the height that we needed. And then kind of the rest of the inning was a battle too, but thankful to let me keep going back out there and able to, end up really staying efficient besides that inning and able to go into the 7th And then just awesome at bats by our guys there in the 8th and the 9th to come out with a win.
In the first 3 innings, you only throw 27 pitches. Are you thinking what happened there in the 4th? How does it change so quickly?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously it's never that easy, and then hopefully it's never that hard how it can kind of switch on you like that. Knew I was efficient. I don't really pay attention to my pitch count as I'm going, but knew it was going well. Got a lot of early ground balls. And then, like you said, the 4th was just kind of a battle between, walked a guy, hit a guy, then obviously the 2 homers, and then was able to go back out and stay efficient after that and get into the 7th.
Looked like you and Rick had a long powwow in the dugout after that. What did he tell you?
After the outing or after that inning?
After that inning.
we were just kind of going through each guy. I think I faced the whole lineup that inning, so just kind of going over like each one, what we did right and what we did wrong. Talking about, I'm about to face those same guys again that just hit homers. What we can do differently that go around, and that's where Honey is just amazing at is the game plan and the scouting, and was able to get me back on track and went out there and able to have a quick 5th and get us back in the dugout.
Thank you, Ross.
Yeah.
Well, the Dodgers come from behind tonight. Take care of business against San Francisco. That's always the name of the game, winning series, and they do so in both series of this opening homestand.
Yeah, the offense really carried them, but it started to really get together. Starters, as far as the pitching, have been pretty solid. Buehler had a rough one throughout this time, but you know what? The bullpen finally tonight kind of put it together.
Yeah.
No base runners at all. 3 guys come out, 3 guys do the job.
And Kenley Jansen, especially in the 9th inning, goes 1-2-3 after a bumpy night before.
Yeah, it was a bumpy night, made really good adjustments. It was a fun night for Chris Taylor with the insurance runs, and David Freese turns out to be the hero. But you know what? You cannot forget about Kike Hernandez. He reached base all 3 times, the homer, the double, gets on. It was a fun night for the offense in the comeback, and a great night to see Kenley return.
And the Dodgers with an off day tomorrow, first one of the year before they head on the road for the first time. 3 with Colorado and 4 with St. Louis.